Hello there. I loved Skeleton Crew. It was just a lot of good fun, and it just felt like real Star Wars. I went to bed after watching the finale thinking, wow, I just love Star Wars. And Neel. And you know, I'm 14, maybe I should be spending my money on clothes or saving up for something important. But Neel is important too. I looked at this little blue elephant guy and I was like, I need you. He literally sacrificed himself multiple times, and he was so awesome at shooting that turbo laser on top of the school. I think we should all have a mini Neel. You know when you go to the store and anything Star Wars related has Grogu on it? Want to make that happen with Neel? I think we've all moved on from, gotten a little bit tired of Grogu, so there's Neel now. I'm so excited opening Neel up. He just looks kind of sad in his packaging. I think he wants to get out. I love that they did the plastic box over the all cardboard Black Series figure boxes that they've been doing recently, because it just gives it a lot more of like a classic feel, which is great for Skeleton Crew because it felt like classic Star Wars. Neel is just so adorable. In this box, there's Neel in his Aladdin clothes, and Neel's backpack, and his walkie-talkie, which he's talking to Wim on in the final episode when they're communicating about the security droids, like watching them. There's also a flashlight, which he uses to look throughout what they thought was a Jedi temple, and I think binoculars. So yes, this is Neel in his Aladdin clothes. It is 2 of, I think, 6 Black Series figures from the Skeleton Crew show. See little Neel on the side of the box. And he's on the back too, because you can't get enough Neel. There's a little paragraph about him. When 4 kids make a mysterious discovery on their seemingly safe home planet, they get lost in a strange, dangerous galaxy, and finding their way home will be a greater adventure than they imagined. Cool. Okay, but Skeleton Crew. I don't think we could have asked for any more from the creators of this show, except for maybe a few more episodes. I want more, and I think it's pretty valid that I should, because it's just so good. When this show came out, I definitely did not run to watch it. I was super skeptical. I didn't even watch the trailer when it came out. I thought, oh, they're making Star Wars look too much like real life. I don't want Star Wars to look like real life. This is weird. Why are kids the main characters? That's gonna be cringy. I'm not gonna like it. The plot seemed boring, even though I literally had no idea what it was. Just thought it wasn't like Star Wars, and that Disney was taking another wrong turn. But I went into Skeleton Crew thinking this isn't Star Wars, and left totally with the opposite thoughts. I think this is the most Star Wars-y thing I've watched in a while. It just brings together everything that Star Wars should be. It's time to open Neel. I was waiting to open him for this video, and it was like painful just looking at him in the box. You might have heard from one of my previous videos, but my excitement for Star Wars is kind of starting to fade, but that's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful for Skeleton Crew, because it really made me excited again. Okay. Hi, Neel. He is too adorable. It should be illegal. But I'm not even sure what species he is. He kind of reminds me of Max Rebo a little bit. His side swipe hair part is so cute, and his little coloring, the blue, I love it. And he has his tiny Aladdin overalls on with his little tool belt. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have better things to do with my life and money, but you know, maybe this is the best thing. On his little tiny work boots. Hi Neel, I'm so happy that you finally made it out of the box. Can you sit down? That's the best we're gonna get right now. A little goofy, but okay. I want to point out how well they did on the Skeleton Crew advertising on social media. I was just eating up all of the behind the scenes moments, especially the ones with the cast, and especially when they got to open their own Black Series figures of their characters, and Neel got to open Neel. And there were just random scenes that I can't even remember them all, that I just loved. Like when Wim and Neel were doing their imaginary lightsaber fight and they were making all of the goofy noises. It just felt so real, and when the other kids were like, what are you even doing? I think it just perfectly captured what it's like to be a Star Wars kid. Whole show just does. Neel's little haircut is so cute. And his hair blowing back in the wind when he was hanging on to the ship with Fern. I want to bring some attention to Jod too. Jod would. Yeah, Jod was just great. He made me laugh many, many times. I'm not too like smart on this, but I've seen people talk about how it's cool that he's like a gray Jedi. So he's like a Jedi, but like not a Jedi. I don't know. He's just a good character all around, and I'm not the best at analyzing characters, but I don't know how the creators could have done much better with creating Jod, or how they could have done any better with creating just the whole entire show. Obviously, he's a pirate, and he's like mean and money hungry and just has those pirate qualities, but he still does have that bit of Jedi in him, which is the trait that probably sabotaged his plan to take over Atten. I thought we were gonna have a found family sort of situation with him and Wim and Neel and KB and Fern, but the turn that took was very unexpected based on what I was thinking was gonna happen, just adding to the grip that the show had on me. I think Neel needs his backpack. I think making these things hard to take out is like part of the fun, I guess. My boy's all ready to take assessment. The droid and like I think first mate of the Onyx Cinder, SM-33, caused for so many unexpected turns in the story, which kept it really exciting. And it's just cool how his name is like Smee. There were so many details in the show just included with lots of thought, and I love every one of them. Seeing as like children were main characters in this show, my automatic thought was, oh, this is gonna be cringy. Sorry, Neel. But lots of possible like cringe moments were definitely escaped all throughout Skeleton Crew. Whether it was humor or a great quote, the actors and the script always pulled through for me, I think. Something I loved about Skeleton Crew were the random glimpses into life in the galaxy. Comment your favorite like ones of these. Like Wim and Wendell's microwave TV dinner. I want that microwave. Neel's little like bubble bath, and Neel's siblings watching the dancers on the HoloNet. That included a scene from the Star Wars holiday special, so very interesting. And like Wim and Fern in the principal's office. The kids riding the speeder bikes. And just all of the things that make up daily life in Atten in a galaxy far, far away. As I was mentioning Wendell before with the microwave TV dinner thing, oh yeah, his quote was pretty funny on that, like nothing like a home-cooked meal. Such a dad thing to say. Probably not home-cooked. So yeah, Wendell, he had a pretty big arc throughout the show. I saw a comment on YouTube saying like, we all need a level 7 systems coordinator in our lives. I definitely think he used to race speeder bikes back when he was a kid. No way he could have just gotten those skills on the spot. Okay, and don't worry, I won't forget to mention the kids besides Neel. We have Wim, Fern, and KB. The dynamic between these kids was just really lots of fun. At the beginning of the show, they were fighting against each other and calling claimsies on the Jedi Temple, but they had to move to working together to fight against Jod and his plans for Atten. Wim was kind of hilarious, KB was a super interesting character, and Fern, like the actor for her, just did so well. Yeah, I'm not good at like analyzing characters, but they were just great. Amazing character design and development for all of them. But mostly Neel, I think he had the best arc. Right, Neel? This is Neel's flashlight. It's very snazzy. And he like looked around and explored a Jedi temple with it. But it ended up not being a Jedi temple. It fits so perfectly. What in the world? And it was actually a pirate ship. He kind of just got caught into the whole situation. He didn't really want to be there because he's just a good kid. But he ended up low-key saving the day. Right, Neel? So yeah, that's a good flashlight right there. Neel's overall outfit is just so cute, and I really, really loved the outfits for all of the characters. Jod's scarf is just iconic, and Fern's jacket that she flips around depending on if she's out riding her bike or if she's at home. So cool. I wish we could dress like Star Wars every day, because I'd be wearing that. Okay, but back to Neel. I feel like he's just such an accurate representation of how I would act if I was in these situations and if I was actually in Star Wars, because I talk about Star Wars, but I was actually in it. I would probably be a little less brave though. Neel was pretty brave. I don't know if we can count the supervisor as a character. I mean, yeah, he's a droid. But like, I just can't forget his funny attitude and comments towards Jod. Like, which one are you lying about? Being a Jedi or an emissary? And just as I suspected, after Fern revealed that Jod was a pirate. Originally, I thought the AAN was gonna end up being this like horrible place where they're keeping all the citizens hostage to do work for the Republic, which isn't the Republic anymore. It really ended up just not being that dark. And the people of AAN definitely seem to be proud and thankful of the position that they're in, even if they might have been completely forgotten as Republic turned to Empire. One last accessory for Neel. Okay, he's kind of holding them. That's good. I think that Skeleton Crew was amazing, and probably most of you guys agree. Sorry, I just can't stop looking at him. Hugs. And it's double as amazing because they gave us Neel. I don't know at what moment he became my favorite character, but it's pretty great. I think it was that little oh no when he was leaving the turbo laser and he realized he was about to blow up. But this Black Series figure has just such cute detail, from the little yellow boots to all the things on his utility belt, and how the flashlight goes straight into his backpack, and all the detail on his sweater. It almost looks like it's knit. Whoever designed his hair fits his personality so well. His eyes have a little twinkle in them. The way his overalls are designed, they look so awesome. Cool colors too, very Star Wars. I want to end this video by saying thank you to the actors and creators of Skeleton Crew, and for creating something that really was Star Wars. Season 2? Yeah. May the Force be with you!